Yes, I want to do analysis for gold. Not analysis. Simulation session. I'll continue with where I left off. Okay. It is on a Friday. So we go to Monday morning. Monday. That's 4 Asian session. Monday. That's 3 hours before the London Open. 2 hours now. There. Okay. We do a top-down analysis from daily time frame. You can see that the daily time frame, there is kind of some rejection here. And the daily time frame is on a massive bullish trend. We go to the 4-hour time frame, you can see there is a resistance there, and there is the support down here. We go to the 1-hour time frame, whereby you can see there is a support here, and this zone down here. Now on the 1-hour time frame, you can see price is approaching a resistance zone here. On the 30 minutes time frame, you can see that price is moving bullish, and you're approaching a resistance zone up there. And also we have another support zone here that I cannot ignore. And you can see below that support there is the green range, and there is also this support. So price is on a massive bullish trend since price is on a massive bullish trend. The first hour of the and it's the first hour the first minute of the pre-London session. 2 hours before, let price move and show us what it can do. I want price to form a structure in the pre-London session. You can see price moved how many pips away? Almost 57. So that's a good it broke. Yes, let it go. Are there news? No news. You can see on the 1-hour time frame, price is printing higher highs and higher lows. This could be a better entry for an impulse buy, but I'll have to wait. It's still early in the pre-London session. You can see the 30 minutes time frame. I don't want to look at the M15 because it's not a good confirmation. That's a weak confirmation. So we are approaching the London session. Still no structure forming on the M30 time frame. So now we are in the London session. Let's see the first M15 how it will close. Yes, it has pulled back and broke. It was broken there, the previous M15 low. So I wait. Okay, this is my A plus setup, whereby you can see that trend continuation. If price starts breaking that high, which is that it has formed, yes, I'll be taking buys. I'll be taking buys if price and risk 2%, because it's a setup that you can see those top wicks. % of the account is what I'll be willing to risk The first condition is for that M15 time frame to close above this resistance here, and price should not break this M15 low. Price has gone to 20 pips. I'll close part, which is 70% of the trade, and bring my stops to break even. Seems that I'll be stopped out, huh? Yes. So trade 1, 20 pips. So go to the next day. Let me forward. Yes, you can see. Okay, let me forward to Tuesday 4/8. Forward it to 1 hour before, 2 hours before the London Open. You can see that on the 4-hour time frame, price created a resistance here, and we have a support zone here. On the 1-hour time frame, we have a support zone here, and we can adjust this support zone to below this week maybe, if price decides to retrace. But you can see that there was a support which was created, and price pulled back and closed in this range. Can this move down be a fake out? And we have our target up there. We go to the M30 time frame, whereby you can see that still early in the 2 hours before, but you can see there is that setup. Now another thing I should look is that from this support, price went to almost 48 pips in profit, in bullish. Yes, I could have taken the impulse buy, but I'll wait. Better sales will be below this support at 29.15. This range is of how many pips? 50. Okay. Oh, price closed back. You can see it broke the previous 1 hour low, but it closed above this 1 hour, closed above this support. So I have to wait. Oh, okay. You can see this week. From this, it moved almost 91 pips. I want some retracement. We are in the London session. can see this candlestick closed a week bullish. Huh? Wow. Let's see on the 1 hour time frame. Hey, 1 hour has moved a lot. M30, M15 closed above. Okay, M15 closed a weak bearish candlestick at this support. Let's see the 1 hour time frame, closed a weak bearish candlestick. This cannot be a good trade. Let's see if it does not break this high and pullbacks. M15 broke the previous M15. Yes. Go to the next day. Seems this day there is no trade. Wanted to take self, but it's a ranging day. The way that 1 hour candlestick closed a weak bearish candlestick. Yes. Trend continuation. Didn't break the row. Trend continuation. Based on the 1 hour time frame. So I'll close part. I'll close 70% or 80% of the trade close part and bring the stops at break even. Trend continuation. The first trade was a trend continuation, which was a bullish M30 time frame, 20 pips profit. The second trade was a trend continuation, bearish, which was on entry was H1, 32 pips profit. Did I put my stop loss toward? Because even the other one, you can see this candlestick. I took this one, closed at 20 pips, then price continued, stopped out at break even. You can see, but the entry could be seen clearly on the 1 hour time frame. So next day, four, 8, and then forward to the next 1 hour, where we can see that there is a support being formed on the H4 time frame, and you can see this resistance here, and you have the next zone of resistance there. On the 1 hour time frame, you can see that there is that resistance there, where you can see that price is basically on a bearish trend. Okay, so we go to the 30 minutes time frame. No setup. We can adjust our resistance to be there. Basically on the M30 time frame, price is ranging, but on the H1 time frame there is this resistance. Let's see. Yes, yeah. Okay, let's see which setup will price is on a bearish trend. You can see these wicks here. So if it's if I'm looking for sales, is to wait for candlestick to close below, because you can see this next zone here. Let's see which setup will form. On the M30 time frame, let's see what the M15 time frame is doing. Basically nothing. Yes, this could be a good pullback. You can see this candlestick closed below this resistance here on the 1 hour time frame. On the M15 time frame, yes, I'm going to wait for an M30 setup. Let me reduce the speed. M15. Let's see how this M15 closes, because we are approaching the price should not break that M15 high. Since this week is of how many pips? 16 pips. Let it break the M15 low, so that I can take a sell. Let me reduce this risk to 1%. You can see that M15 closed a week. Accept. Let's go. Yes. Yes, you can see even the 1 hour closed. Since it's breaking its own high, I'm going to close 60% of the trade. So trade 3, retracement, and bearish M30. This two risk was 2%. So the total loss was how many pips? Minus 14 pips. 1%. Risk was 1%. Look at it. But I placed my stop loss where the problem was where I placed my stop loss, because then price went to my direction. I only want okay. Let's see which setup. Maybe I can get an entry, a second chance entry. Basically on M15 there is nothing, it's ranging. This is a range of death. Let's see this 1 hour, the next 1 hour, how it will close. Okay, let me go to the next day. Pause, next. Next. Look at this. Were there news? Yes, CPI. Look at this trend continuation setup. Holy shit. Based on the 1 hour time frame, price went almost to 200 pips. No worries. Next, that's the 4, 8. Now we are next 1 hour so that we can have 2 hours before the London. The London Open. Okay, you can see the resistance still remains on the 1 hour time frame, and you have a support down there and another support zone there. We go to the H1 time frame. You can see that price is an yes, let that resistance still remain, and we have another support zone. Price on the 1 hour time frame is on a bullish trend, same to the 30 minutes time frame. So what am I waiting for? According to the 30 minutes time frame, that is the best zone that I can take sales, unless price forms another. So wait for a retracement, for a support to form to retest the high, or maybe a closure of a bullish candlestick above this resistance, or wait for a support to be formed. And if when support forms and the price starts breaking the support, one should take sales. That's a counter trend on a bullish. Is that a support? Let me reduce this 1 hour to the London Open. Let's see how the 1 hour time frame closed. A week bearish. And then to this 54 pips. Let me take with a 1% risk. Accept with a 1% risk. So trade 4. Let me close 70% or 50% of that trade. This is a retracement setup. Bullish. The entry was based on the M15. Let me continue play. M30 time frame. Quick bullish. Let's see on the M15 time frame. I'll close this trade at 70% closed at negative 8 pips. 30% closing at plus 26.5 pips. Yes. So retracement, huh? There are no proper confirmation. You can see this support which price had formed. Let's go to the M15 time frame. Yes. Let's see how this M30 will close, huh? Because this can be a trend continuation setup, but on a bullish trend, but waiting for the M30 time frame. I wouldn't take the trade, but it's just an observation I want to make. You can see how it closed, huh? But still above this M15. Yes, it's the London Open. There is a lot of volume right now in the market, but we don't have a setup on the M30 time frame. Let it go. If it goes, yeah. Let it go. Look. Can this be a trend continuation setup based on the M15 time frame? Not a trend, a counter trend based on the M15 time frame. The two previous M15 didn't close with a bottom wick. Yes. Let me reduce this speed. Yes. Trend continuation setup. Let's see on the 30 minutes time frame. Yes. But the two let's look at the 1 hour time frame. Yes, let me risk. The first condition is for this M15 to close below this support. The M15 is pulling back. Yes. So that can't be a good trade. Close it. So trade 5, same day. This is a changed bias, counter trend in a bullish market. Entry was based on the M15. I risked 1% and closed at negative 20 pips. So negative 16 pips. Yes, you can see the two trades, the previous two trades. I took them based on the M15 time frame. This one, no proper confirmation, and this one, and you can see the results. Okay, so let me forward and see what price will do. So the best thing is to wait for an M30, an M30 confirmation. Without an M30 confirmation, avoid taking any trade. Yes. Without an M30 candlestick confirmation. So let's go next. Next day. Next. 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 Yes. Now we are 2 hours to the London Open. So on the H4 time frame, you can see there is this resistance price is forming there. The daily time frame is on a massive bullish trend. The H4, you can see there is a resistance. The 1 hour time frame, we have a support, a resistance there, and we have a support down here. The 30 minutes time frame, yes, we have this resistance there, and on the select all, then I select this. Yes, let's go to the M15 time frame. Yes, now you can see clearly. So since price is ranging, wait for price to close out of the range. Because above this range, you can see there's that resistance there. We have a clean move, and you have below the support, you have that clean move down. It closed below this support, below this resistance, so we wait. You can see these previous candlesticks, they are closing with very retro body, so we wait for an M30 time frame structure. But again, you can see these M30s. How many are they? 1, 2. How many? They moved away from how many? Almost 40 pips. So I'll not take this trade. I want a setup here. Yeah, there are people who can take these buys. Yeah, I'm waiting. Look at the M15 time frame. Yeah, it's like me taking a trade in between a range. You can see how that M30 time frame closed. I'm waiting for a setup here, a good setup that I can take. This M15 broke the previous M15 low, so let's wait. Let me reduce that speed. And see how it closed. It closed that way with a long wick. You can see a resistance has been formed in that rejection wick. Let's go to the M15 time frame. Yes, we are approaching the pre-London, the London session. Is this a good trade to take? Because you can see this wick and then the next candlestick closed with no almost retro no wick. Let's see the 1 hour time frame. The 1 hour didn't break the previous 1 hour low. The M15, because of this, I'm going to wait this long wick. I'm going to wait for a candlestick to close above the resistance. Yes. Wait. It seems price is rejecting this resistance here. On the M15, nothing. Price is basically ranging. We are in the London session now. Let's see how this M15 will close. Closed with no top wick. A candlestick closing with no top wick. There is a 50-50 chance. Wait for this M30 time frame to close. You can miss the move. Yes, there's a possibility of me missing the move, but it's okay. I wanted to take buys, but again I saw that this M15 closed a very weak bullish candlestick. It kept me off. Sometimes it's good to wait for candlestick to close. Let's see, the M15 closed. Yeah, it broke the previous M15 low, so let's wait. have to reduce the speed of how price moves. Okay, we have a support there on the M15, but on the 30 minutes time frame, there's this resistance there. So the 1 hour candlestick closed above this resistance. That's a good sign. The M30 time frame, it has formed a trend continuation setup. If price starts breaking these highs, I can risk 0.5% of the trade. I'll take a buy with a 0.5%. Price is yet to break that previous M30 high. I wanted to take buys, but it is yet to break the high. We are during a volume time. Okay, I'm going to take buys with a point. I've risked 5%. Let me increase the speed a bit. Let's see how this M15 will close. The M15 closed with no top wick. And when it closes with no top wick, since it's I'm risking 0.5%, I could have closed 50% of the position. Now this is better. This M15 low should not be broken. Price should form higher highs and higher lows. If price starts breaking this M15 low, I'm closing with a negative 13 pips. Trade 6, trend continuation. It's a bullish M30 minus 13.4 pips. This costs 0.5%. The reason for this M30 candlestick, previous candlestick had long wicks, and then this trade was not a good trade because price was, the range was too small. Yes, the range to this resistance here was how many pips? This was a damn trade, man. 25 pips, but no worries. Okay. Next. Okay, next. Let's see. Sure. Next. Next. What is there? Were there news? Core retails, huh? Core retail sales. Okay, next. Monday 4, 8. Then 1 hour to the 2 hours before the London Open. So this is the setup. Okay, a minute. I'm coming back. Price is on a bullish trend. This was the previous trade was a trend continuation. Yes. Now price is on a massive bullish trend. Let's see the yes. Now the 4-hour time frame, you can see this resistance, clean move to the left. Now, that's a trend continuation setup on a bullish trend. Let's see the M15 time frame. Yes, if price starts breaking these highs, better confirmation for buys would be when price starts breaking those highs. I'm risking 2% on this trade. I've reduced the speed a little bit. Stop loss below. $30 pips, trade 9, trend, continuation, bullish, M30, plus 30.6 pips, I risk 2%. Yes, break even, I close 90% of the trade. Next. Okay, let me go to H4 time frame. Next. 2 hours before the London Open, price was in a massive bullish trend. You can see this resistance where price closed above, and you have yes, a high has been formed. And you can see that price is breaking this high. Trend continuation setup. Yes, trend continuation setup. I missed that entry, but because yes, if this candlestick starts flipping bullish, I'm going to take buys. The reason why I didn't take the trade is because this is again is a trend continuation setup. I want to close part of this trade. Or I should wait for that M15 time frame to close. Okay, the M15 time frame closed. I'm closing 50% of this trade, and then since this low has been formed on the M15 time frame, it should not be broken. I'm not confident on this setup, that's why. You know, there are setups that you're confident. Because of the 1 hour it closed, but the M30 time frame, it shows that it's a trend continuation setup. So trend continuation. Yes, now this M15 should not be broken. This low should not be broken. Okay, let me close another 27%, 27 pips. Trend continuation, bullish. It's on M30 plus 27.5 pips, and I risk 2%. These trend continuation setups, they're good, eh? Those are my A. Okay, next day. Let me go to H1. Next. Next. Friday, it's on a Friday. 2 hours before. You can see that on the M30 time frame, let's go to the 4 hour. Price is at this support zone, and we have a resistance store up there, but there is another support zone down here. You can see how price is on the M30 time frame. We can move that support to there. Now price is ranging, and then on the M15 time frame, let's see. Yes, there are those weeks, and again they have another resistance up there. Okay, I'm 30. So let's wait and see a setup, yeah. Price is basically ranging. It's ranging. Ranging, ranging, price is ranging. 1 hour to the London Open. Let's see how the 1 hour time frame is forming. Yes, price is basically ranging. Are there news? Core retail sales during the afternoon, those are not high impact news. So they are high impact, but not much during the London session. Okay. Close. You can see that M15 time frame. I can't take sales based on it. You see how it moved how many pips from this? 60. Yes, during the London. Let's wait for a good setup now. You see that has been broken. The 1 hour is still open. Nothing on the 30 minutes time frame. Nothing on Friday. Nothing. I'll stop there.